Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Valley. My name is Lisa, also known as Little Victories here on YouTube. Getting it out of the way again. I apologize for the background noise. I've got a fan running fairly near me today because it's hot in the office for some reason. But hopefully that's okay. I wanted to go ahead and show you this is probably the only other video I'm going to do for now. I'm still working on everything else a little too much to show them off. But this area, my purple place here in the Glade of Trust, I figured I would show it off because I am happy with how it's looking. I'm probably going to do a little more, obviously, right here in front of me or behind me back there. It's not quite... there needs to be more trees or something in there to finish that off, but I've done an area for Ursula and I have Minnie living down here, and I will explain my reasoning as I go through for why I have them here. I still have a crafting table stuck down here from when I was working here the other night, but basically I put them down here because of the color scheme. I could do the pink and purple and they look like they fit well together. So I actually started with Minnie's house. Maybe I'll go ahead and show you that. This was the first thing that I did down here. For the longest time I had Minnie up in the meadow, the peaceful meadow near Mickey. But it was driving me bonkers because I could tell that her house is very weathered. And I believe it is meant to go in this biome because it has these weird little swamp plants on it. And so it was bothering me that it had the swamp plants on it, and the paint is chipped, and it's just like, okay, she's got to go in the in the swamp. It doesn't make the most sense to me, but they did that, and it's gonna bother me that it's in the wrong spot. So she is in the Glade. Is it the Glade? Glade, yeah, Glade of Trust. So she's down here, and it's all their faults. But I think it works actually. After putting it all together, I like it. I used some of the trees from Forgotten Lands. I basically pulled out anything pink or purple that I could just to make it sort of blend in with the surroundings a bit more. I already had Ursula down here, so it sort of made sense for her to be in this corner so that you could see all the purple together. I'll show you what it looks like at night so you can see all the lights are purple and it's really cool looking. But yeah, anyway, you can get to all of the mining things because they're very important, especially because these give you iron. So you can go directly behind the house. See, there's one of those stupid little plants stuck to her house. Okay. So we've given her a brick walkway, and she's got a little sitting area on the way to the mine. I've given her some books and a little stool. And then the cherry trees that I mentioned in a previous video, because they are pink, I've given her 3 cherry trees, just to carry along the theme. While I'm down here, I did stick Goofy down here as well. And this is the one biome that I'm like, I mentioned when I was doing the plaza that I want to use the same type of lights in the whole biome. But this is the one that I might not be able to do that because it doesn't make sense for Goofy to have purple lights. So I went with the peaceful meadow lights that were there in the beginning. But again, he was originally in the peaceful meadow, but he had the weird swamp plants on his house too, and his house is really weathered. So he gets to be in the swamp as well. And so I put them near each other and sort of these are sort of just kind of done. It's not complete, but I'm just explaining my reasoning for why they're here. But I gave him a little outdoor area and they are near each other. And then finally, the other night, I went ahead and gave Ursula a potions area. So I pulled in some of the Moana items that glow at night. I gave her some of Merlin's like potion stuff, and then I found this. I had this bookcase already. It's her bookcase, Poor Unfortunate Souls bookcase or something. So I gave her a bunch of those. I gave her purple chair. I had the cauldron, so I put it in here. I just put all her furniture in here that I wouldn't have in a room because I don't decorate my house too much. I put it out here so that I could see it. And I put the Well of Souls just because it sort of fits, but it doesn't look great because it's green. So I'm debating if I keep it or not. I went ahead and kept it because the eye on her house is green, but it's a different kind of green, and it sort of bothers me, and I can't decide. But it's such a cool item that I kind of want to see it more often, and I only have it up in the Forgotten Lands, and I barely go up there. I just go up there to harvest my pumpkins. So anyway, until we get those little fires out of Forgotten Lands, I might just keep the Well of Souls here for now, but I really wish it was purple. But yeah, I gave her mirror and everything. But let's see what it looks like at night. Real fast. And there we go. This is my favorite time to come here now because of all the glowing purple. And so, see, the Well of Souls looks okay because it does actually take on some of the purple glow at night. So at night it looks cool, and I usually come down here at night, or I'll change it to night while I'm playing down here just because it's so pretty. But I also added in those candles that are just yellow light to sort of tie Goofy in, and all of the other colors that I decide to do. If I decide to do yellow as the other color for the lights, I just can't decide. He looks pretty cool over there, but then when you look over here in this bright fairyland, it's just, I don't know, I can't decide. It's difficult. This is technically my least favorite biome because of the mud. I hate the mud. There's too much of the mud, and it's so shiny and looks gross. So I like to cover it up as much as I can. So that was my reasoning behind building out this large area here for Ursula. I like this pathway much better than this ugly mud. So I think that's one of the things I will do. I'll put some more plants around this pond. Of course, leaving an area where I can fish, but I want to get rid of some of that mud. And that was the other thing. I had mentioned Woody in my last video, that I was going to put him in the Forest of Valor, but again, if you go and look at his house or the carousel, he's got the ugly swamp plants too, and it's fairly weathered looking. So I think he goes down here as well. And I've just this is very haphazardly placed, but I think I'm going to have him down here, but probably in this corner somehow, and kind of carnival it up and make it all bright lights. And I tried these red lights out, and I don't think I will be using them down here, but I thought they might work well with the carousel being red, but I don't think so. I think I'll go yellow lights. But again, it's like I kind of wish that Ursula's house would fit in Frosted Lands so that I could do the whole area with purple lights and it would make sense, and I could but then Minnie's house wouldn't make sense, so yeah, it doesn't work. This makes sense in my brain, so they're going to be in the swamp, and it'll be very purple. I just have to decide what to do with the rest. Maybe there's some way I can block the areas off where it doesn't feel so disjointed. But for now, these two areas are the ones that I'm happy with. I like Goofy's house as well. See, Goofy's house looks so pleasant and nice. It just doesn't match anything else down here. So, with that is my video for today. I don't even know what to title this one, I guess. Glade of Trust. Part 1 or something. because I've got much to do down here, much to do. But aren't those purple lights beautiful? So nice. So that's it for today. Check back and be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more of my Valley updates or anything else I decide to talk about with Dreamlight Valley. Alright, see you later.